Expos may have some sneaky announcements about it.
I'll watch it now.
Going about a bread. You're on the Orioles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my guess. For sure. That's it.
It seems like
Are you recording?
We're trading for Flake's brother, Kevin's brother. Trading for
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Season 20 Division Draw of the SWBL. My name is Sam Skibby, Commissioner of the SWBL. Alongside me is our podcast host for the new era of our podcast, Mr. Brian Benmer. Brian, thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome. Happy to be here.
And our annual division draw is here, hosted by 1356 Public House, our new presenting sponsor for our anniversary season, Season 20. And we have all the players behind the camera. Hello, everyone out there. All the players.
Expos, baby.
We want to thank all of the players in attendance today and everybody watching either on the live stream currently or watching on the rewatch anytime throughout for the next year leading up to the Season 20 on Memorial Day weekend. You know, Brian, every year we do this division draw, and it's always based off of who finishes first through last in our previous season. And last season we had a very competitive year. We're going to break down the tiers in just a moment, and each tier is sponsored, or excuse me, each division is sponsored by a new sponsor this year, and we have our first is a brand new sponsor, Corner Pub and Grill. Is back as a sponsor for the SWBL and one of our division sponsors this year. And returning will be Cardinal Blinds and Shutters and Kedding Eye Center, both returning sponsors for our divisions. How this works is we have a wiffle ball that has written on it Corner, Kedding, and Cardinal Blinds for everybody out there. And what's going to happen is we're going to have one person from each team that's in attendance come up, and they are going to do a little interview, and they're going to pull for our divisions. Now, Brian, this could get really interesting real fast. Let's break down the tiers and we'll talk about it a little bit. Tier 1 finishing from last year. Obviously, the champions, the SWBL Twins, had a remarkable season last year. And they will be pulling first. The captain, Chris Metter, is in attendance here at 1356 Public House. And he'll be pulling first to pick the division. And then after that will be the Yankees, who were in the finals with them, and big signing of Gus Skibby that's going to just bolster their lineup and make them a contender again at the championships. You might have food and drink in the background, but it's being here at 1356 Public House, Brian. Tell us about our sponsor, Brian, 1356.
Yeah, 1356 Public House, our presenting sponsor for Season 20. We are here live doing this draw here. They are also going to be our Friday night festivities, our social event host, as well as the overall season host, I guess. And our podcast, as I've mentioned before. They're at 141 in Big Bend. They've got trivia nights on Wednesdays. They've got a huge menu, and they have awesome drink specials. So get out here and check them out and support our partner here.
Definitely. We're very excited at 1356 Public House. You know, with the old Kriegers, and we used to be sponsored by Kriegers themselves. It was our first ever sponsorship we ever had. And then they transitioned over to 1356, and now they're the presenting sponsor for the anniversary season 20. Something pretty cool. So, it's come full circle indeed. After that, the Yankees, your team, the Astros, sneaking into Tier 1 after the Royals disbanded. They would have been in Tier 3.
They got it.
Oh, they would have. You were the third seed. But you both, they were head-to-head. They beat you. So, yes, luckily for you guys, it falls, Royals fall off, and then the Astros take over that Tier 3. Sweet. In Tier 4, we'll have the Rockies leading us off. They're going to be pulling first. And then two teams that aren't here, the Athletics and White Sox, will follow. And then in our Tier 3 teams, we have the Marlins actually finishing in 8th place last year, 7th place now, because both two teams dropped out. And then the Expos will be after that. And
Expos,
the new
baby.
team, the Orioles, will get whatever is left. You know, the new teams, the White Sox and Orioles, get the bottom of each division, each tier, excuse me, kind of getting whatever is left for them being the new teams. And we are, you know, very excited to get this started. There's always a lot of, you know, waiting just to see what's going to happen. And these divisions really can make or break a season indeed. And we will talk about that with each captain as they come up. Really at the beginning, it's not going to matter what they pull, especially in Tier 1, because they're all separated. But is anybody that you see really looking to not get with another team, or do you think everybody wants the competition?
I mean, I think, we say it every year that the competition gets better and a lot of shakeups happen. But I would say like people don't want to get the Orioles out of tier 3. That's probably the toughest tier 3 team we've ever seen on paper.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, there's no way to tell, right? Because anything could have happened. John, the captain, anything could have gone down in free agency. And we had with the Orioles, they were based off of the core four of the people on their squad and where they finished. Obviously, with the Expos, Brett's former team, finishing towards in last place last season, really hurt the Orioles stock there. And then you have the Brewers finishing before that at 8th. And that's going to be, you know, Peter's team and my team as well finishing in the 3-4 era. So they got pulled down a lot, and the White Sox players got pulled up by some of the people being former Yankees and Astros as well. So the Orioles get the tier 2 spot. Sorry, the Orioles get tier 3 and White Sox come up to tier 2. But it's going to be really exciting. We're really excited to see what happens with all these divisions and how they break out because, like we said, it makes or breaks your division. So, season 20, division draws next. The food is coming out, and we're going to call up our first captain, Mr. Chris Metter. Chris Metter, come on. Notorious Chris Metter. The trophy is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. You know, there's always this curse surrounding the trophy, and many people say the skivvy curse falls on the skivvies because we are the only two that touch the trophy besides the team that wins it. But Chris can touch it because he is the reigning champ. Chris, thanks for being here today. And Chris Metter, obviously, prolific fielder for our for the SWBL, prolific fielder around the country, and you led your team to a championship. You know, talk about what it means to you. You are obviously the leading championships in the career. You're leading with 6 overall, and you've won every single one of them in the franchise era. That's something that's unheard of. You know, you didn't win any previous era, but then winning 6 in the franchise era with your 3rd teammate. How does it feel to be on top of that stat line?
I was very fortunate. I've had probably the best teammates of any player in this league's history. So I can't say I really led many teams to the championship. So I'm very fortunate to.
Well, humble indeed, but when you have the West Region and 4-time National Fielder of the Year on your team, I'm sure it helps, especially in a hitting league, and also with so much fielding that's more prominent in our league than around the country. But Chris, let's get this started. I know it really doesn't matter to you, but if you had to pick Glendale, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, you have a close connection to. We both bought our Jeeps from there as well. Your mom formerly working for them. Your mom retired. Congratulations to her.
Yes.
And they aren't back for a division sponsor. That's why we have Corner Pub now. But if you could pick one, would there be any that you would want to be a part of, represent?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Here comes Chris Metter, the first pick of the season 20 division draw. Pulls it quickly. Heading eye center. That'll be good. Keep those eyes sharp. And ready for season 20. Thanks for being here, Chris. Congratulations and good luck with the Twins coming season. So the heading eye center division starts off with the SWBL Twins. Ryan will be writing it down. We'll show it to you close up at the end and break it down for you. Heading eye center gets taken out of the bucket. Oh, I forgot to say our bucket is sponsored by Breck-X. Breck-X, Spencer Gear, and Chilled Designs will be a big part of our sponsorships for season 20. So we'll be providing you with merch, and every player in season 20 will be receiving a swag bag courtesy of the SWBL. Obviously, player fees will go towards that, and Breck-X, Chilled Designs, and Spencer Gear helping us out with that. So our little Breck-X drink beverage buckets. If you want one of these, definitely get in contact. I have one at my home bar at home. It's a silver double insulated wall. It's very awesome for drinks and parties. So, thanks, man. Here we go. Let's call up our next team, the SWBL Yankees, falling just short of the championship last year. I'm going to call up Mr. Scott Foley, I assume, will want to come up. To come. Yeah. Here comes Scott.
Brian, you want to represent? No, you go.
Hey, buddy.
Dude, you're the
captain. Good. Scotty, thanks for being here as well. You and your brother made it. And
You're the face
last
plug.
year, season 20, you guys had, I believe it was 7-0 lead with Jackson Crosby on the mound coming in, and it was quickly went the other direction.
Put that knife in.
One season, the rest of it. But talk about this one. But also, you're a tier 1 team. You don't have to deal with the Twins twice in the regular season. But talk about what you guys are looking forward to with Gus added to your roster this year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously last year ending the way it did was not how you want it to end. So, congratulations, Chris and Twins. I think adding Gus on the team, we're excited.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest free agent signing of this offseason probably. Many people kind of had a feeling that he might go to the Yankees, but seeing it actually in person is just a dominant roster that people are going to be really excited to watch, but maybe not excited to play. And I know whichever one you pull, there's not a lot of teams out there that are going to want to be a part of this division. So
I'll do it.
you got left, you have Cardinal and Corner, the 2C divisions, which and all of them actually have a cut sound, I just noticed. Cardinal, Corner, and Ketting, so that's pretty exciting for this year too. Scott, you take your pick. We have Cardinal and Corner. Doesn't really matter at this point. The new one, the Corner Pub and Grill. You could be the first ever winner of the Corner Pub and Grill division. Super exciting for the Yankees to be a part of that. Been a big part of our history of Corner Pub and Grill, and we're excited to have them back as a sponsor for our divisions. So thank you for being here, Scott, and good luck in season 20. All right.
Nice job, Scott.
Which just
Good
leaves,
pull.
Brian, I'll have you kind of stand up. Maybe
Really jealous of that corner.
I'll give it to you. Your Cardinal blinds and shutters. Talk about what it means for the Astros to be a Tier 1 team, not having to face the Yankees in the Twins twice. Definitely going to probably be pre-ranked 1 and 2 in the pre-rankings is going to be the Twins and Yankees. But talk about what it means to the Astros to not have to face them twice, but still getting to play them once, add a little competition. But talk about what that might mean to you.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't have to face the teams twice a year, that just helps you, throughout the weekend. But honestly, we've got a lot of work to do. It really wasn't good last year.
For Chris, and then Cardinal.
Yeah, and you big signing for you guys in the offseason. Jimmy Stapp coming over. Jimmy Stapp is in attendance today.
Should I go scuff it real quick?
Along with another teammate, James Smith is also in attendance. So exciting to see the Astros continue to make these big free signings. We're losing John Cowell and Wilford, but I think you guys have
crazy
pieces to make a run again. And you're right, there's a lot to prove for the Astros coming into season 20 to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Is there any team in Tier 2 coming up that you want to avoid, or is it kind of across the board? These three teams will be out no matter what.
Yeah, I think you're looking at the perennial playoff team in the Rockies. You got the new White Sox, and you see what they on paper they look good. And then you've got the A's who were on the verge of making the playoffs last year. Sure. And continue to get better and better, and have an amazing rookie. So if he comes back, that makes them that much better too. So.
Yeah, and Athletics obviously being a team that have been in the finals before, they have championship experience. Couldn't quite get over the hump when it came to playing the Phillies, but the Athletics are hoping to get back to the championship, at least playoffs. So it should be difficult in Tier 2 as well. But congratulations, Astros, a member of the Cardinal Blinds and Shutters division. Thanks for being here, Brian. Thanks for all the podcast hosting. We've loved them so far.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to our Tier 2 teams. We'll put all three of our wiffle balls back in the Rec X
Cardinal
bucket. And we will call up for Tier 2 the SWBL Rockies, losing the wild card game last year. We'll call up Captain Blake Spencer, I believe. Co-captain Brian Kenny is also in attendance today. Blake sneaks around the camera. That was very good. Nice job. Blake, welcome. Thanks for being here today at 1356 Public House. You've already seen, the Tier 1 team shake out. Is there?
We're talking about Jordan Smith.
Obviously, Twins and Yankees are definitely teams that you might want to stay away from. People might be seeing the Astros as the team that they want to be with when it comes to a Tier 1 team. That's no knock against the Astros, they're a great team, but also they're just the unproven. Twins and Yankees that both won a championship, perennial playoff teams. Is that kind of what you're hoping for, or does it really matter to the Rockies?
Yes.
Yes, is the answer. So they're hoping for the Cardinal Blinds and Shutters division, but we're going to see what happens. Blake, take your poll, and let's see who it's going to be.
Long response. Blake and Bennett. Perfect.
The Ketting Eye Center pulled back-to-back first, and they will be with the Twins. Let's talk about the Twins matchup. historically, what's been the key to kind of defeating the Twins team, or at least getting close to defeating them? You guys have had some success against them, but it's kind of been a back and forth series between you guys. What's it going to take to pull off?
I don't think we've ever beat them.
2 series against the Twins.
That's a very good question. I would take a few errors by Chris in the field.
Okay.
Spencer, if Spencer's been spent half the season away, yeah.
And reigning MVP Corey McCarthy also on the team, proving himself to be definitely a cornerstone offensive player for this league in his 3rd season. So what are you most excited for in facing the Twins, though? There's got to be some excitement facing the defending champs, right?
Well, if that's the team to beat this year, then that would be the most satisfying team to get to pass that round. So
it is definitely going to be an exciting matchup between the Rockies and the Twins heading into the Getting Ice Center. Blake, thanks for being here. Good luck in season 1. Getting Ice Center pulled first again. We'll set that off to the side. Right, Twins Rockies. Definitely going to be a nice matchup there. Like you said, playoff. Never missed the playoffs. The only team in SWBL franchise history that has never missed the playoffs. They got a tough task getting by the defending champs there.
Yeah, but then you also can look at everybody in other divisions now, you're looking at back hoping to heat up on each other, maybe burden up the spot. If not, I mean, in every division, somebody can catch it, you're gonna have to bring
All right, we have the Athletics who are next, and they are not here, nor are the White Sox. I'd have probably one of them pull for it. So, Brian, since you're up here, I'm just going to have you pull, if that's all right.
Yeah.
The Athletics, obviously, looking to get back into playoff contention. Here we go. It is the Cardinal Blinds and Shutters. The Athletics will join the Astros, which actually was last year's. You guys were in the same division last year, so let's go rock. The Astros and the Athletics they're probably want to be a little bit happy with that. They want to be happy again. They want to prove that they can back to that. You guys are happy with it as well. So we're going to be lower at tier 2, but they have the pieces to definitely prove. Mike Carl returning, if Chris Warbeck returns, we have a rookie that we're looking to draft. So this should be a pretty exciting matchup between the Astros and Athletics. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I mean, of the tier 2 teams, like, you say there's a little bit more uncertainty with the A's right now, so if you're gonna pick one, maybe probably pick them. I'm now looking at this matchup in, the corner.
That's fun, right? The corner pub and grill. What a fun matchup. White Sox aren't here, so we'll chat about it in just a little bit. But this is, former Yankee John Callaway and former Yankee Jackson Crosley, who just was on the Yankees last year. And this is going to be a really exciting one for corner and the corner pub and grill division. And anybody can win that one. But I think the Yankees-White Sox rivalry is going to happen. They love each other. They're all good
They're always
friends.
nice, there's no rivalry, we love them, but
on the field,
I mean, you've got maybe 5 on
Not just
a
that.
new team.
You have Gus didn't even think of that. Gus first time, for the first time ever, Gus and Ty will be on separate teams. If it works out that the Orioles fall in the corner of the grill division, you have myself, Ty, and Gus and Leon, all the same division. Then you have John, Jackson, and all the Yankees in the same division as well. I mean, I think everybody out there, especially the Expos, they're really hoping the Orioles pull Jimmy. But really, it just comes down to, because Orioles will be last pick, just like the White Sox were. So what's going to happen, we will see. This is going to be super exciting. Tier 3 really decides how it's going to play out here. So let's get going. Our first one from Tier 3 is the Esterville Marlins, and they are not here. Jimmy Stout. Jimmy Stout, come on up, Jimmy Stout.
Jimmy Stout!
All right. He's not a Marlin.
No, Jimmy Stout, you're not a Marlin, and technically there is no family connection between you and Eli. A little bit of one, but you're not really connected anyway. Sure, third brother-in-law, as it were. You're on the Astros this year. Obviously, Astros and Athletics is your division so far. If you pull the Marlins, it becomes an interesting division for you guys. But the Marlins themselves, they are really looking to prove themselves after going 3-7. And if you're back this year, hopefully in full for the Astros, what's it feel to be back for season 20, big anniversary season?
feels amazing. First off, I trust others. I love you. It feels good. Brian's kind of taking a gamble on me after not playing for like 3 years. But I like our team.
They won Orioles.
We got good chemistry. And, we got parts. That's what it takes to win.
Very good. You know, we have our 3 divisions all 15 here. It's going to be very interesting to see where the Marlins fall. I know the Yankees and White Sox may be hoping for one of these Marlins teams to fall to them. Twins, Rockies may be thinking the same thing. But let's find out. The Marlins, where are they heading for season 20? I'm going to make you reach tall, Jimmy. What's it going to be? It's a pin drop.
Heading.
It is a heading.
Take that.
SWBL Marlins will be a part of the
Now getting Cardinal, baby.
which means that the Orioles are still eligible to be a part of the very fun United Shake Out. So we'll see what happens. Jimmy, thanks for being here. Good luck to these 20. Cardinals. All right, that means we have the SWBL Expos in attendance. Jimmy Nelson will be here in attendance. Jimmy, welcome to the broadcast as well. And, you know, Jimmy, you look at these, you look at what's going on with these divisions. Yeah, you really, I think you may want the Cardinal Lions and Shutter's division is what you might
Want you right.
And it would be a very interesting matchup for all of these divisions if that happened. And you know what, it's funny, before we started, I talked to you and Matt, and I said, Astros Athletics Expos would be a very interesting division, and it couldn't put out. I literally just said that. So it's going to be really interesting. This is really exciting. Only 2 teams left, 2 slots left in our division. And let's talk about you real quick. You know, you guys came off of 2020 SWBL championship behind your arm pretty much, and Brett joining your team as well that season. Last season, took the fall to a little stumble here and there. Brett, the first time in a long time, 0 wins on the ground. And then with yourself, only a couple as well. So talk about what that, talk about what the team is like, and then losing the rest of the year. What are you excited for returning? Where else are in the squad? What are the Expos doing?
Yeah, so last year I guess it was a little bit tough because it was a little bit cold out there.
having 2 guaranteed wins.
Sure.
But having 2 guaranteed wins is pretty big. Offsets.
This year we picked up, we lost Brad, which and we picked up probably a better pick this year as well. We can get on the bump, play some curveballs, get some bombs, and we're just going to try to have fun. We've already basically overachieved for the Expos franchise that we never thought we were going to do. So we're just going to go out there, drink some beers, have fun. So I think we're going to have some pretty big announcements coming up.
Yeah, big
coming out of the
announcements.
Expos.
Big announcements.
So,
Expos.
Did you guys tell me?
I'm still predicting that we'll probably take home the.
What's the big announcement?
Good, good. And
Announce
we are
it.
so excited. This will be our last draw, and then we'll get one more person up here to talk about with the Orioles. But I got to reach real tall because Jimmy's a tall guy for me as well. Wade jumped chomping at the bit, people. And here it is.
Corner.
The corner of the division, the Expos hold the corner. It was a 50-50
Don't have the police.
What's the big surprise?
No, you'll find out.
So Expos
It might be a small surprise and then a big surprise.
Jimmy, thanks for being here, and good luck to the Expos in season 20.
We won't need it.
Okay. Which means the Orioles are going to Cardinal Lions division. Let's get PG. PG, Patrick, come on up here.
I'm not gonna wear the shorts I bought for you guys.
PG, growing the mustache, you're going to sit up here right here first, everybody. PG, thanks for being here. 1356 Public House. Obviously, the Orioles draw the Astros and Athletics. A lot of history from those teams. We can kind of break it down. Brett and Sam playing together have actually never beaten the Athletics ever before. So that's kind of a stat.
We'll probably win
Brett
this
and Sam have never beaten the Athletics. And then the
How do you guys
Astros
feel about
and
it?
Astros and the Royals have been, kind of head-to-head rivals. The Astros have beaten the Royals twice in the past. So there's always these different
We're gonna
teams.
win.
The Astros and Expos had a great rivalry when Brett was on that team as well. There's a lot of storylines when it comes down to that. But are you happy with the division you pulled? And you're back for season 20. Talk about what it's like to be back for the anniversary season.
Mason and Adam, are they technically like rookies that we could draft? Or
Definitely excited to be here.
yeah, I guess they're eligible to draft. I think in March. I don't know.
No offense.
I have no idea. Whenever the draft is.
Yeah. And you know, both these teams, all three of these teams, I'm sorry, Astros and Athletics, the two teams in the top two tiers, they definitely have that playoff experience. Both been a part of the playoffs before. Orioles new team, gotta gel together. We gotta come together and get that first playoff berth ourselves. So it's gonna be a really exciting division, and all of us breaking down. We're gonna break down in just a moment. But thanks for being here, and good luck in season 20 with the Orioles. See you later. All right, Brian. Let's break it down. Let's show the people out there. We'll get a little close. I'll even scoot up like a teacher here, and we'll talk about them up close. But Cardinal Blinds division, the Astros, Athletics, and Orioles. You have a corner pub division with the Yankees, White Sox, and Expos. A lot of great storylines there. And Twins, Rockies, Marlins are going to be in the Ketting I Center division. Brian, let's talk about these for just a second.
Yeah.
This, and we want to give no discredit to any team. There's a lot of respect for all these players. Before we started this video, there were players out there at the table that are here at 1356 that were talking about how each year it gets more competitive. And every year seems to be the most competitive year. But if you looked at the makeup of the tiers, if you had an Astros Athletics Expos, that would be a very interesting scenario. If the Orioles would have been in the corner, that could have meant that the Yankees, White Sox, Orioles, one of those teams is making the playoffs. But I think what we have here is a better balance, right, of competitiveness throughout, and it should be very interesting. Marlins can still win. Expos and behind Jimmy Nelson are armed, and they still win in the division at any time. And just because the Orioles are in Tier 3 and they're seen on paper as maybe the best team in that division, Astros and Athletics have some success against those guys. So do you think we have a good competitive balance here with everybody?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think if you were to look at it on paper, you'd probably rank the divisions 1, 2, 3 from strength, but I think it played out pretty well. And you never know what can happen. I mean, we were a Tier 3 team last year, and we won our division, so anything can happen. Like you talk about the competitiveness, it's gotten better and better and better. And all the teams that are, right now ranked third, they all want to win the division. It's not like they're content, they're low, this is 5 or something like that. They want to win. So, I think even though it's played out the way it is, you gotta let the guys actually play and see what happens.
There might be only one team on this list between the three divisions that their goal might be wild, and that would be the Marlins, in my opinion. In my opinion, best hope for them is wild card. Everybody else, I feel like, is division winner bust.
Yeah.
Like 8 teams could go for these divisions and win them, and they've had success in the SWBL before. I think Marlins still have to prove it.
Yeah.
So,
and I think every team on here, other than the Marlins, could find some hope in their division. The Marlins probably got the worst draw, the worst luck.
getting the top 2 in each
This
year.
is their 3rd year as a team, and they've got the top team in each year in their division. And they're at the lowest finish.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here at 1356 Public House. Brian, thank you for being the analysts and our podcast crew. You're not going to give me a bump. Okay, there we go. And we want to thank all of you that are in attendance at the 1356 Public House. Everybody that was watching on the live stream, all of our viewers, and anybody that's rewatching as well for the SWBL division draw for season 20. Real quick, let's break down our sponsors again. Not only our presenting sponsor, 1356 Public House, Cardinal Blinds and Shutters, Corner Pub and Grill, and Ketting Eye Center. Also, I'm wearing my hat, a brand new announcement that will come out soon on social media. Breckenridge Brewery will be our new press conference sponsor. Our post-game sponsor will be Breckenridge Brewery. Thank you, Breckenridge Brewery, as well. And we are going to have Andy's Frozen Custard back again. We have Ruben Brown doing our philanthropy events as well. And Spencer Gear, Breck-X, Chill Designs doing all of us. We have Projects doing a great job. Thank you for being a part of our sponsorship family. And then we will have many more sponsorships that will be coming out in the next couple of days. Plenty to talk about for season 20, which we will get to in future podcasts. Divisions will be announced on social media soon so everybody can see it. But thank you for joining us for this season 20 SWBL division draw. We'll see you soon. And guess what? Schedule is next. I'll be in touch with all captains. Schedule will be released soon. And we got a big announcement with Game 1 coming up very soon. We have our 2 teams ready, but we're not going to reveal it quite yet. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the division draw. Ryan, thanks so much. Everybody out there, thank you so much. See you.
We have our own team announcements.